Hey everyone, and welcome! Today, we're going to learn some really cool English words that will help you talk about all your favorite foods and drinks. Ready? Let's dive in.
So let me ask you something. How would you ask for this in English? You wouldn't just say soup, right? It sounds a little off, like a word is missing. Let's find out what that missing word is.
That missing word is what we call a measure word. Now in English, for things like soup or water or pizza, things you can't just count like 1, 2, 3, we need a special little helper word. And using them is going to make your English sound so much more natural.
Ta-da! And here they are. These are the super important helper words we're going to learn today. Each one is a little different and is used for a different kind of food or drink. So let's break them down and see how they work.
First up, let's talk about mealtime. These are the words we use for all the delicious things we love to eat.
Okay, remember our first question about the soup? Well, the magic word we need is bowl. We say a bowl of soup. This works for anything you'd eat from a deep, roundish dish, like a bowl of noodles or even a bowl of cereal for breakfast.
So, if a bowl is for soup, what about something like spaghetti? For that, we use a totally different word, plate. A plate is flat, right? So we say a plate of spaghetti or a plate of rice. It's all about the shape of the dish.
Ooh, and now for my favorite, pizza! You don't usually eat the whole thing at once, do you? No way. You eat one piece, and that one piece is called a slice. This word is just perfect for talking about one part of a bigger food, like a slice of pizza, a slice of bread, or a slice of cake.
Great job! Now let's move on to our next group, words for drinks and all the different containers they come in.
When it's chilly outside and you want a nice warm drink, you ask for a cup of something. We usually use this for hot drinks. For example, you'd say a cup of hot chocolate or a cup of tea. The cup helps keep your hands warm too.
But what if your drink is cold? We don't usually use a cup for that. Instead, we use a glass. So you would ask for a glass of water, a glass of juice, or a glass of milk. So here's a useful little trick. Generally, we say a cup of for hot drinks and a glass of for cold ones.
Sometimes drinks don't come in a cup or a glass. They come in that metal thing you get at the store. What's that called? A can. So we say a can of soda or a can of sparkling water. It's all about the container it comes in.
Speaking of containers, what about things like cookies or crackers? They usually come in, you guessed it, a box. So you would buy a box of cookies to share with your friends, or maybe you have a box of cereal for breakfast.
And for our last word in this section, what about really small things, like the sugar for your tea or the ketchup for your fries? Those often come in a packet. A packet is just a little paper or plastic bag, like a packet of sugar.
Wow, you've learned so many new words. So now it's your turn to try them out. Are you ready for a quick quiz? Let's see what you remember.
Okay, question 1. Which of these is correct? Do we say a slice of bread or a slice of water? Think about it. Which one is a piece of a bigger thing?
That's it. It's a slice of bread. You can't slice water, can you? That would be pretty silly. Great start.
All right, you're on a roll. Next question. What do we say? A can of tea or a can of soda? Remember what we said about that metal container?
Yes, a can of soda. While you might find tea in a can sometimes, soda almost always comes in one. You're doing great.
Okay, last question. Is it a glass of milk or a glass of soup? Remember our little rule. Which one is usually cold? That's it, a glass of milk. We drink soup from a bowl. You are now a measure words expert. Awesome work.
That was fun, and you all did an amazing job. Let's do a super quick recap of all the new helper words we learned today. Remember these pairs? We have a bowl of soup, a plate of rice, a slice of pizza, a cup of hot tea, a glass of cold water, a can of soda, a box of cookies, and a packet of sugar. That's a ton of useful new phrases.
So here's a little challenge for you. When you have a snack or a meal today, can you look at it and think, is this a slice of apple, a glass of juice, or maybe a bowl of rice? Try using your new words in the real world. Keep practicing, and I'll see you next time.